Yo, what's up, guys? The random man named Sam here, here to bring guys an episode 14 review of Psychopaths. Now, before I get on to the review, I want to briefly talk about the second opening. Up until for the past two episodes, we pretty much, in terms of visuals, we pretty much just been getting random shots of the main cast of characters from, I guess, the first 11 episodes. It wasn't until this week's episode where we actually got, new animation, and looked pretty solid. But there was this one scene in the opening that caught my eye, and the same scene was also present in the first opening, and that was the part of the song where or rap part of the opening rather, where Koyami was fighting himself. So I'm like thinking to myself, are the writers hinting, something, occurring later on in the show? Because I'm like that because the scene of Kogami fighting himself was also present in the first opening. So I'm like, are they, like, is Kogami gonna fight himself or something? Because just yeah, because the fact of the matter is that that particular scene was in both openings. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just decided to just put Kogami fighting himself for the hell of it, or I don't know. But I just wanted to mention that real quick. As far as the song itself, the song is pretty okay. Though I probably have to listen to it a lot more times to get used to it, because it was pretty much because so far it's all right. And the same thing happened to me with the first opening. Like when I first heard the first opening for the first time, wasn't really feeling it. I was like, oh, this is okay. But as I kept listening to it, it was like, oh, this is getting really catchy. And um, so yeah. So that's all I got to say in regards to the second opening. God damn it. As far as the episode itself, this episode was just fucking insane. Just Makishima's just at it again. Like, god damn. But pretty much in this episode in a nutshell is that Makishima has created some sort of invention to the point where pretty much anyone you pretty much create this helmet where, like, anyone can just walk in and kill somebody without being noticed, because like literally like within the first 3 to 5 minutes of the episode, we just see this dude with this weird with this weird helmet walk into this pharmacy, and then he comes up to these two doctors and he's like, give me this certain medicine on the paper, and then like one of the doctors is like, oh, I'm sorry, this type of medicine is unauthorized, and then and blah blah blah, and pretty much the dude just fucking pulls out a pair of scissors and just stabs him in the mouth. I'm like, what the, like, and then like the chick pretty much proceeds to ask the same question to the chick, and then she gives the same answer, and then proceeds to pull out a pen and stabs her in her thighs, and then proceeds to stab her multiple times, so she was dead. And I'm like, what the, okay, I mean, I don't know. Psychopaths just never ceases to, like, just shock me, because I'm like because they just literally pull the most random shit in terms of killing people. Like in the first episode, we see like the dude get this dude's body explode by the Dominators. But anyway, and then and then there was another dude with the same helmet. Only this time he just decides to randomly beat the living shit out of this girl, which we find out later in the episode that the dude in the helmet had some weird obsession with that particular girl. Like, dude fucking had pictures all over her in his apartment, and he pretty much proceeds to like beat the living crap out of her with a hammer until she died. And for some weird reason, after she died, like after he killed her, he fucking just decides to like strip her. Not I wouldn't say strip. He pretty much just rips off her clothes to the point where she's just in her bra and her panties. I'm just like looking at the screen. I'm like, how the fuck are these people not noticing this shit? Like, seriously. And then we find out later that pretty much um the the helmets are made to I guess pretty much copy someone's crime coefficient, any normal person's crime coefficient. Like for instance, like when he when the helmet pretty much saw Akane, they pretty much copied its copied her crime coefficient because like when Kogami scanned the dude with the helmet, his crime coefficient was at 32, and then later, a couple of minutes later, he scanned Akane, and like her crime, and it had the exact, and her crime coefficient was the exact same as the dude with the helmet. So pretty much Kogami had ordered what's her face Akane to get to pretty much stay away from Kogami, so so then the helmet won't scan her crime coefficient, and her crime coefficient won't be in range in terms of scanning. And then like pretty much Kogami got him. And the one thing that just kind of not really annoyed me, but not really annoyed, but I just didn't understand was that why didn't he kill him, like literally just finish him off? Like why did he paralyze him? Because like literally because like when Kagami got that dude in the helmet corner, his crime coefficient was 260 something. I'm like, god damn. I'm like, and then I literally expected his ass to fucking explode. Like I literally expect Kogami to shoot him and just make him explode, but no, he just decides to paralyze him. I'm like, you do realize you just paralyzed the dude with a crime coefficient of over 200, right? So, I don't know. For all we know, maybe in next week's episode, Kogami's like going to interrogate him and ask him, oh, who supplied you with with the helmet and all this other stuff. Even though I'm pretty sure he knows that Makishima has some sort of hand in that, in supplying the helmets. But other than that, this episode was just fucking crazy. Like Makishima. It seems like Makishima just has no limits. Has no limits in terms of screwing people over. Like just goddamn. But anyway, what were your thoughts on the episode? What were your thoughts on the new? Well, not the new opening, but pretty much the new visuals in the second opening. And yeah, just leave it in the comments if you have any. So anyway, this is the random man named Sam. I will see you guys next week with my episode 15 review next week. And yeah, take it easy.